Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a first impression / time trial on the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Foundation. On the back it does say the shade is Intensity 2.0. I was color matched by somebody else, which generally means that they'll do a better job than I would. I think it was in May though, so it's been a while and I'm hoping that my skin tone still matches what I would have been in May. This comes with your traditional 1 fluid ounce of liquid, or 30 milliliters. It comes with a squeeze tube, which is so freaking nice. I love that. Either a pump or a squeeze tube are my favorite for foundation. One of the reasons I'm most interested in this is that everyone goes on about double wear, although I've never tried it. But I tend to like lighter foundation in general. I don't like to look completely covered over, just because it also tends to feel thicker on the skin as well. So the fact that this is double wear light has me kind of excited. As per usual, I'll be using a damp Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge to apply it to my entire face. So I'm just gonna pop some on the back of my hand. I really don't know how much I need. And then go straight in with my sponge. Estee Lauder says that this is a 15-hour wear lightweight foundation that leaves skin looking naturally vibrant. Smooth on this oil-controlling foundation for sheer, smudge-resistant makeup that stays on through heat and humidity. An oil-free makeup, it delivers carefree coverage and keeps skin looking fresh and comfortable throughout the day. It's a little bit darker, but the coverage is kind of sheer, so it kind of evens out. It's smoothing on really nice, which is obviously nice because no one likes to deal with patchiness issues. But yeah, it's definitely more of a sheer coverage, which is fine by me. Okay, that actually applied really flawlessly. I don't see any real issues. All right, there we go. There's the foundation applied. I'm quite pleased with the color, especially given that it doesn't really match what's happening on my hand. So I was really concerned that this was gonna come out a little bit too dark for me. I think it's okay, so we're good to go to work. I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup right now and I'll come right back. There we go, the rest of my makeup has been applied. I had no issues with blending bronzer, blush, and highlighter onto my face. It seemed to work out perfectly on top of that foundation. I am going to go to work now. I'm not going to be testing this for the 15 hours of wear because that's just excessive to me. I do not need to be wearing foundation that long. So it's currently 7:56 a.m. right now, and I'll be home around like 5 o'clock after work. So we'll see how it looks then. All right guys, we are back. It is currently 5:09 p.m. and what do I say other than the fact that this foundation has not moved on my face. I did struggle a little bit heading to work. As some of you may know, I walk to work and that means bundling up in the winter as it is about -10 outside right now. So I had a scarf covering my chin and I did notice that the scarf automatically had foundation on it when I got to work because it was already like pressing and rubbing against it. So anything that is missing right here happened at the very beginning of the day. Other than that, nothing has moved. Literally nothing on my face has moved. One of the things that I can really struggle with foundation is that sometimes it increases oil production. Even if the foundation says that it is oil free, sometimes whatever is in the product actually seems to create oil on my face. That does not seem to be the case with this foundation, which I am so happy about because it seems kind of like counterproductive to apply a foundation and it then actually augments the oil. Doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, it's not showing on my face. I don't see any extra oil. Usually it'll show up in my forehead area. It's not happening on this. This foundation, as with most foundations, doesn't seem to stick to my nose. That seems to be a problem area for me. It's like I've got Teflon coating my nose. Nothing seems to stick. However, I don't have any weird patching issues like I usually get between my eyebrows. Usually that seems to be a problem with foundations. I just get like really balled up areas. Not the case with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. I also found that even though the color is a little bit dark for me, as you would have seen from the hand swatch this morning, it was definitely a little bit too dark compared to my hand. Because this is a sheer foundation, it did seem to blend in. I haven't noticed any real difference in tone. However, I'm not a very good judge when looking in the mirror, so it's only when I look at the footage that I will notice afterwards. So if you happen to see a color difference, be sure to let me know in the comments because I always like opinions on color matches for foundations. Although I won't be wearing this for 15 hours as it does claim to wear that long, I can see how this would actually last that length of time. We're currently just past the 9-hour mark and it's not breaking up on my face. I don't have any bunching around my nostrils either, which is usually another problem point for me. It's just really good. I can see why so many people go on about Estee Lauder and their foundations, particularly the Double Wear line. I still haven't tried the original Double Wear, but this Double Wear Light is working out beautifully for me. Just to reiterate, I have not touched up my face. I have not applied powder. I had no primer on my face. This is just how it looks after 9 hours of wear. Just wanted to zoom you in a little bit closer so you can see how the foundation has worn on my face. The blush and bronzer and highlighter that I put on this morning are still very much intact. It might have something to do with the fact that it is the winter months, so I am a little bit drier, but I mean, I walk to and from work and I usually like get into a sweat because I'm bundled up and moving pretty quickly, and it hasn't broken up anywhere. As I said before, usually I see it in the nostril area, and usually in here it gets kind of like balled up and patchy. No such problem. As I have mentioned before, foundation does give me a little bit of that itchy face sensation. I experienced that with this foundation, but that is not uncommon because frankly, I think it's just a me thing at this point. All right, so to recap for the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, wears fantastic all day. Didn't make me produce oil more than normal, and in fact, maybe it's kept my oils at bay because I don't really see them at all. It does say that this is more of a sheer coverage foundation, which I appreciate. I would venture to say though that it's more sheer to medium, as I have some sheer foundations and they provide a lot less coverage than this one. It is lightweight though, it doesn't feel heavy or cakey, and I seriously appreciate that because a really heavy, cakey foundation is nobody's friend. So in case it wasn't already obvious, yes, this is a thumbs up for me. I think it is worth your money. And that's it for the review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.